Hello, good evening on day 82, and it's not even good evening, it's good night. I've never ever been so late in these 99 days to do my session, and my day went quite different than I expected. So I hope no one has been waiting for this session tonight. Anyway, it's almost 1 o'clock now, and so moving towards the morning. And I was very inspired this morning to talk about relationships and the new dynamics around relationships, as there was a request from one of you. But somehow my schedule changed, and it doesn't feel a good moment now to talk about it. So I'll do that tomorrow, because I think I need some time and focus and dedication to do that. Not that I'm not dedicated now, but it feels like kind of late, and well, it doesn't feel like kind of late. It is kind of late. So I was going to a nice meditation. I experienced a nice meditation tonight with one of you from the group, with Ruud, and it was this meditation which was focused about transcendental, I think, trance meditation. I don't know what the English word is. So you get out of your body and you connect to your higher self, or even outside of your higher self, and I would call it to the greater field. So you actually transcend from your physical body, and you make the connection through your heart to that bigger field around you, and then you actually do feel connected to all when you are in that space. And it was quite beautiful. It was set up in a forest close to Amsterdam, so it was outside in nature with beautiful guidance. And well, when we were driving back, I didn't really know what to talk about tonight. And when I don't know that, I often just check my Facebook, because it happened before when I just don't know what to talk about. And then I check my Facebook, and then the first post I see, then I just feel like, okay, is this something to talk about? And the first post I saw from a dear Facebook friend, always writes beautiful posts. And this one was about feeling. Nothing matters if you don't feel it. And you can do as many meditations, you can do as many retreats, you can read as many books, you can talk about it, you can even change your behavior. But if you don't feel it inside, there's no change, there's no transformation, there's also no sense to the deeper layer within. So it is, and like I said many times before, really about the embodiment. And obviously, the meditation tonight in the forest was also about using your body, actually the opening of the heart, to connect to that other field, or that field that is around us, but we don't feel connected to that field because we don't sense it, we don't feel it. And I use the word sense for feeling, because it is more than just feeling. For me, feeling is like you feel something in your body, like, or you feel a fabric, or you feel something. It's like a touch. And sensing, to me, goes a little bit deeper, but that's probably a different word for the same thing. So yes, this whole awakening, this whole rising of your awareness is, on one side, is obviously focused on just being aware of how you're acting and feeling and sensing and thinking. But it's also really feeling different levels within yourself, feeling deeper within. And how do you do that if you're not aware of feeling something, or you can't feel, or you doubt either what you feel is the right thing you have to feel? So how do you get a confirmation that what you feel is actually what you should be feeling. So how do you get a confirmation that connecting to your heart is actually what you're always doing, but you think you have to feel something else? You think you have to sense something bigger, or you think that something else will happen that gives this moment of, now I know. And it's not. It is not. And at the same time, it's the paradox that once you are connected to this deeper inner layer within you, it opens so many other things, that it is great and it is grand and it is profound, but not in the first moment when you just sense it or actually get this confirmation. I didn't really get the confirmation in like, oh, now I know it. It was more for me like when I had my 99 days, I just kept practicing connecting to the heart, connecting to the heart, connecting to the heart. And obviously I had done a lot of work in the years before, also connecting to the heart, but never as consistently as I did in the 99 days. Not like every day, every day, every day, every day. So for me, it went like gradually, like deepening within, by pure practice, which is the same as just it is actually the same as learning to ride a bike. Of course, the first time you ride a bike and you can do it without the help of your parents, you're like, I can ride a bike. But that's just a very brief moment, and that might be an aha moment that you're looking for when you sense deeper within. But it's not like still really deepened, and that becomes part of you. And because riding the bike is like this innocent child who knows that, okay, now I'm without my parents and I'm still riding the bike without falling off the bike. But we as adults expect kind of the same moment as the child, like, I can do it. We expect it also from this, and which you can, but because we expect more, perhaps, or something different, or we have read about it and we think that there is all, I don't know, brilliant light or whatever, or you get suddenly all colors in front of you, or and some people do, but most don't. But it doesn't mean that you cannot connect to your deeper you within you. But it comes gradually. It really comes gradually. If it doesn't happen like an aha moment, then it comes gradually. And it doesn't mean that while it's there all the time, you're not connected to it, because you are already. You can't be not connected to it when you're already in this process for 80 days. So you are connected to it, but you don't get the confirmation that you're waiting for, in the sense that you're waiting for it. You do get the confirmation, but you get it in another way. So what then? If you're still stuck there, like, okay, I don't get the confirmation I'm waiting for, but how do I get a confirmation? And I can only say it's just continue the practice until it just becomes a new natural you. And then after a while you think like, oh, I think I really shifted. Not in the moment that you made a shift, but perhaps 1 or 2 weeks later or a month later, that you suddenly recognize that you actually there is a new connection within. So actually you have to drop all expectations and trust that you are already connected. And just keep confirming to yourself, I'm connected, I'm connected, I'm connected. Don't ask if I am connected. No, I am connected. I am connected with the I am who I am. I am connected with my heart. I am connected with my heart. Just keep repeating it. And of course, do the practice. You still have to feel it in your body. You still have to feel this different emotions, this different whatever's happening within your body. You have to breathe into this space to open up. That still needs to be done as well. So you do need to practice, like you had to practice to learn how to bike. But if you don't have the confirmation now or yet, then stop waiting for a confirmation and just keep going on with the practice and trust that there will be a day that you think like, oh well, this was it. Okay. Yeah, this feels really great. But I had this for a longer while. I don't know when it's shifted, but I had this for a longer while. And then you will recognize, oh, but I've had this feeling before. When, for instance, my first child was born, I had this feeling, or when I saw something which struck me in awe because it was so beautiful. So then you will recognize that it's the same thing. So drop all expectations, drop what everybody's saying about it. I mean, seeing light, seeing colors is nothing to do with being connected. That's more about developing other senses than our 5 senses we use, like seeing, hearing, smelling, etc. So then you just connect to other fields, to other dimensions, so you can pick up different things. You can read auras, for instance, or you can read each other's minds, telepathy, or whatever. But that's other skills because you are connected to other fields. But just this inner connection with the self through the heart, that doesn't give any light or spark, in the sense that it doesn't give like a whole sudden, I don't know, it doesn't give like a complete sudden different sensation, other than it. You can only compare it to sensing pure love or pure peacefulness. That's the 2 things that I think are most connected, if I have to put a word to it, to connecting to the self, to this presence. There's just this peacefulness which is most recognizable. This feeling like, oh, it's all good. The moment I'm in right now is fully perfect. Nothing needs to be done. It's all good. It's peaceful. And it feels really good, and it feels really comfortable and easy and lovely to be in. And if your frequency is a little bit higher, I think that the frequency of love is higher than the peacefulness, then you have like this open heart connection to each and every one, and that feels like pure love, which is the same love you sense when you're falling in love or when you are in love with the person, which is the same quality. But knowing that it's coming pure from your heart and it's unconditional, you can recognize it when you fall in love, actually, or are in love, or can love everyone around you, every single thing around you. That's coming pure from the heart. Because when we fall in love with another person, we might already have expectations or insecurities or lots of stories around it. So that's kind of a little bit more difficult to sense as pure love in most moments. But when you are connected to the self and you are connected to this field of pure love, then that can be confirmed that if you just, whatever you look at, you just love it purely. You don't have any expectation. It's just all perfect. Like I experienced again in this meditation, because you just lift because you lift yourself out of your body, you automatically enter a realm of love and light. Because outside this body, connected to the higher self, that is the sense of love and light. So then I felt like connected to all the people there on the field who were doing the same meditation at the same time. to me it was like I'm all connected, and even while I was having my eyes closed, I just could sense this love for all what was there. Not so much in the individual persons, but just this field of love was yeah, it was quite pure. So yeah, I named this session "Feel" because um, yeah, we need to feel this. We cannot go there in any other way. But the breathing can help a lot to just um, breathe in and out from the heart, which was guided today by the meditation, which I thought was quite beautiful, to just breathe in through your heart and out through your heart. And that's almost like you imagine it, that it's happening. It's obviously you don't breathe literally with your lungs through your heart, but you can kind of direct with your intention. You can direct like the breath. It's like entering through your heart, your body. Kind of it feel you kind of like set the intention there, and then it kind of like feels it's like this heart is going in and out because of the breath, like your stomach is going in and out when you're breathing. It's very subtle, of course, with the heart because it doesn't have the same physical sense as when you're breathing in your body with the real breath. But this intention of breathing with the heart really made it easy to open the heart. So this session is more like trying to find different ways to connect deeper within. Um, yeah, because it's such an important base ground to live from. And even if it's not there, and it's not there for me 100% of the time, especially not when I go into a lower frequency, as I shared before, then I just completely lose connection with my own heart, but also with the person I am triggered by. So then you just completely are caught up in the mind. And for me now, that gets really strong. That's it's almost black and white. Like I'm fully connected or I'm fully out of it because I get triggered. And that feels very isolated when I get out of it. Very isolated. Or alone. So I think this contrast is kind of needed to just, or invitation actually for me to just go deeper within and stay connected with the heart all the time. And that always, at least for me, up until now, just needs practice. Or at least it needs intention. Otherwise, the day just goes by and you're busy with whatever you have to do or with people ask attention from you. And then before you know, you're just caught up by everything and you're disconnected. And then you fall out because something happens or you get triggered or... So this is hopefully an encouragement to keep practicing and trust that there will be a day soon, if it hasn't happened yet, that you think like, this is it. Okay, that was there for a long time already. In and out, but I didn't recognize it. So trust you've already had it many times, many, many times. But you haven't put the label on it. That's the only thing that's missing. Okay, well, I'll keep it shorter for tonight. And I get some sleep right now. And I'll see you back tomorrow. Okay, bye.